Hello my YouTube family, I'm so glad that you are joining me today. Welcome to another Playful Dynamic Vinyasa Flow. I hope you enjoy this practice. It will be an intermediate class, it'll be quite strong, really up for anybody that's up for a challenge and up for some strong and playful movement. Okay, so if you haven't already, please subscribe. I post new flows here every week and it would mean the world to me if you supported me by subscribing. Okay, let's get into our practice when you're ready. We are going to start in a child's pose. We won't be here for too long, just taking a few breaths, a few moments to settle into our shape, dropping your elbows and your forehead to the mat. Close your eyes and really come into yourself. Relaxing through your shoulders and your neck, your face, unclenching the jaw, and finding softness on a muscular level as well as a mental level. Maybe finding a moment of compassion for yourself, for your body, maybe even a moment of gratitude for everything that your body does for you day after day. Just breathe into that energy in that space for a few moments. Taking a few wide breaths into the back rib cage. Let's take one last long inhale through the nose. Exhale, open up the mouth, let it go. Nice and slowly lift the gaze. Gently draw upwards into a seat, a kneeling position, Virasana. Nice, guys. Let's interlace the hands, begin to circle out the wrists, maintaining a nice long spine and maintaining a nice cadence to your breath. So nice steady inhale and exhale. Let's change the direction of the circles. All right, letting that go. You can reach your hands all the way forwards. We're going to come straight into an up dog variation with the knees on the floor. I want you to tuck your toes under, firm your bum, lift your chest. Take a full inhale. And then exhale, keeping the knees on the floor, glide your hips back into an active child's pose shape, pushing into your toes, into the balls of your feet, feeling into the stretch of your fascia here at the back of the feet. And then inhale, round your spine like a cat. Exhale, drop the hips down, up dog variation. Again, inhale, peel your heart forwards. And then exhale, rolling your hips back, taking it nice and slow as you warm up the spine, warm up the body. Let's continue. Inhale to round. Exhale to melt it down. Reach through your chest space. Slowly in your own time, rolling the hips back. Active child's pose. Maintaining a nice relaxed energy as you open yourself up. Slowly melt the hips down. Inhale, lift up through the roof of your mouth. Exhale, take the hips to the heels. Let's go for one more inhale. Maybe close the eyes. Maybe feel into the movement from the inside out. Push into the fingerprints. Exhale, hips to the heels. Take yourself all the way back. Nice full breath. And then as you breathe out, look forwards. Glide your body forwards into a high plank pose, straightening out your legs completely, pushing away from the earth. Okay, take an inhale. And then an exhale, chaturanga, slowly all the way down to the floor. Take it slow and controlled if you can. Inhale, bhujangasana, cobra pose. Exhale, soften to the earth. And again, we rise and lift. Exhale to lower. One more time, breathe in. And breathe out. Tuck the toes under and push yourself slowly up into a high plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog, gliding your hips back. Take 3 breaths as you find some movement here through the backs of the legs. Really feel into your shape, making sure that you're externally rotating your arms, reaching through your hips. Okay, on the next inhale, we're gonna lift the heels high off of the earth. Come through to a high plank pose. Hold for a moment. And then exhale, slow and controlled chaturanga. We're gonna hold and hover here for 3, for 2, for 1. Upward facing dog. Push into the hands. Rolling the hips back. Feel into your spine as you take it back. downward facing dog. Let's go again. Inhale, finding some play through our movement, plank pose. Chaturanga Dandasana, holding for 3, for 2, for 1. Upward facing, breathe into your heart space. Exhale, taking the hips back. Downward facing dog. Let's go for last time, taking it really slow here, holding and breathing. Chaturanga, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Inhale, upward facing, straighten out the elbows. Exhale, down dog. Nice juicy breath. Okay, on the next inhale, lift the heels high off the floor. Heel spin to the left, toes to the right, bend the knees generously. Glide forwards in your side plank, you're on your left wrist. Right arm long into the air. Kick your right leg forwards. All right, hold for a moment, feel into some strength. Listen carefully, right hand meets the ground. Cross your right foot over your left thigh, figure 4 dog. Left leg bends a lot. Pull the right knee to the back, so you're deeply externally rotating the leg. And then on your next breath in, pull the right knee into the chest, hollowing out through the armpits. Hold for a moment. Slowly step the right foot back. Plank pose, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Okay, beautiful guys. Taking it to the other side, heels lift. Bend the knees, glide forwards onto your right wrist. Side plank, left arm into the air. Kick your left leg out in front of you. Push away from the floor as much as you can. Feel into that strength. Left hand meets the floor, cross the left foot over your right leg, figure 4 shape. Open up your toes, draw your chest to your shin. All right, pull the left knee into the nose. So lift up through the back of your heart here, engage through your core. Left foot meets your right foot, plank pose. Find your vinyasa. Moving at your own pace, feeling into a sense of heat begin to build from the inside out. Okay, we're gonna do that again and build. Lift the heels, bend the knees, glide forwards onto your left wrist. Okay, find some stability, push into the fingerprints, kick your right leg forwards, crack a smile, don't take it too seriously. Okay, nice and slow, right hand meets the floor, cross right foot over the left leg, figure 4 dog. Hold for a moment in your shape. Okay, listen carefully. You're gonna drop your right shin down to the ground. Stay in your figure 4 shape. Walk the hands forwards in a puppy variation. Melting your armpits to the floor, enjoying this nice, beautiful stretch through your arms. Take a nice full inhale. And an exhale. Walking your hands back, closer to your face. Tuck the left toes under and then flip your right leg over to the side, wild thing shape. Reach your right fingers into the air, firm your bum, find some openness. Okay, listen carefully. Your right hand meets the ground, pull the right knee in towards your chest space, and then sink it down to the ground, supported side plank, facing the other direction. Stretch your left arm long, and then gently rise up into your gate pose, extending your right fingers to the back of the room. Breathe into the right rib cage. Lower your right hand back down to the floor. Optional bind here. Your left leg lifts. Maybe you'll catch a bind. Left hand meets the left foot. Firm into the right fingerprints. Find some space. Let go of your bind if you have it. Listen carefully. Plug this left foot into the ground. Push into the right hand. You're going to lift your right knee off of the floor. Hold for a moment. And then kick the leg forwards, fallen star. Left hand into the air. Firm your bum. Slowly, left hand meets the ground, 3-legged dog. Your right leg kicks back. Reach into your foot, radiate through the back foot. Exhale, warrior 2. Step the foot in between your hands. Let's ground our energy as we settle into our shape. Reverse slowly as you open up your side. Exhale, Prasarita. Find a wide-legged fold, melt in between your legs, push into the edges of your feet. Take a gentle lift halfway. And then as you breathe out, find a low lunge, meet your right foot at the top of your space. Sink your left knee to the ground. Catch a bind maybe, otherwise you can stay in your lizard as you draw your foot closer towards your bum with your right hand. Push into the left hand and breathe. All right, letting go of your foot, both hands meet the floor. Lift the left knee off of the earth. Step the left foot forwards to meet your right foot. Come into a malasana squat. Draw your hands together. Hips are nice and low here. Take a breath. Okay, listen carefully. You're going to stretch your arms out long in front of you. We're going to take this really slowly. So slow strength as you push into your feet and you slowly, it's really hard, begin to make your way all the way up, yeah? Firm your glutes and then extend through the legs and the arms. Inhale, getting long. Exhale, slow motion, come back down, keeping those arms reaching forwards. Come back down into a squatted position, malasana. Take an inhale. I'm going to do it one more time. Exhale, slow strength, push into the heels. This is really how you build those mindfulness muscles. Push into the feet. Inhale, we get long. This time, exhale, walk the feet closer together. Samastiti, hands to the heart. Let's root up and rise, high mountain. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step or jump back into a plank and make your way through your flow, chaturanga, to an up dog. Exhale, meet in your downward facing dog. All right, nice guys. Let's take it to the other side. Heels lift. Spin the heels to the right, toes to the left. Glide forwards onto your right wrist. Stretching left hand into the air. Kicking your left foot forwards, lift up through your hips as high as you can here. Hold. Left hand meets the floor. Figure four dog, cross your left foot over your right thigh, bend into that right leg. Drive your heart to your shin. Take a breath, feel into your shape, and then drop your shin down to the earth. Find your puppy pose, melting your armpits to the earth. Keep driving that left knee into the floor. Slowly walking the hands back, closer towards your face, tuck the right toes under, and then flip your dog. Left foot draws over towards the right side, firming into your glutes, expand. Reach up through your arm, lifting sternum and hips to the sky. All right, coming out of it. Left hand meets the floor, pull the left knee into the chest space. Hold for a moment, and then sink your left knee down to the ground. Supported side, reach up through your right fingers and take an inhale. Exhale, gate pose. Let's rise onto our left knee, reaching for the back of your space, feeling into your side. Lower your hand down again. Lift the back leg. Take a bind if you caught one on the other side. Firming the glutes, finding some expansion here, finding some play. All right, when you're ready, let go of your foot, drop it down to the floor, lift the left knee off of the floor. Try to really push away from the floor first, and then kick your leg forwards. Fallen star, right arm stretches nice and long. Take a spacious breath. Really feel into the lower body. Okay, right hand meets the floor. You're gonna transition into a three-legged dog. Extend through your toes, reach, reach, reach. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2, grounding into your feet, into your energy. Such a nice grounding pose. Just allow the breath to settle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, Vrajasthana, find your folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge, meet your left foot, come to the top of your mat, sink your right knee to the ground, lizard pose, maybe catching a bind, left hand meets your back foot. To increase that stretch through your quad, you'll start to pull the heel closer towards your hips. Take an inhale and an exhale. All right, when you're ready, letting that go, drop the foot down, lift your right knee off of the floor. Come through to a squat, malasana once again. All right, hands to the heart. Draw the tailbone down so that you're lengthening through the lower back as much as you can. I'm going to do that again, stretching the arms forwards. Slow and controlled transition. Stretching the legs long, arms up to the sky. And then exhale, coming back down, nice and slow and controlled, taking your time. Malasana, hands together, breathe in, and then breathe out. Let's come up. Straighten out through the legs, walk your feet closer, hip width apart. Samasthiti, pull your hands to your heart space. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, melt a little bit closer towards your shin bones. All right, we're gonna play with a crow now. Since we're here, it would be criminal not to. So let's spread into our fingers and draw your big toes together. So you might need to walk your feet backwards a little bit. If you have crow in your practice, go for it. I find it really helpful to keep my toes together so that I'm creating sort of like the most compact ball, sort of energy drawing inwards possible. Make sure that the whole of your palm are grounded to the floor, elbows to the triceps here beneath your armpit line, and then begin to shift forwards, maybe one foot at a time, maybe both feet. All right, continue to draw your chest forwards if you're catching a little bit of balance. Yeah, continue to push away from the floor. And if you're falling out of it, that's okay. Just try to make your way back, give it another go. All right, step or jump or make your way back into a high plank pose. That was hard and it took me a while to catch that, okay? So just be good to yourself. Chaturanga, upward facing. Exhale, down dog, take it back. All right, nice and slow, walking your hands towards your feet. Come to the back of your space and meeting in a little fold here. Keeping your knees bent, slowly begin to roll up through your spine, feeling into every inch of your vertebra of your spine as you lengthen. Inhale, high mountain pose. Exhale, draw the hands to the heart space. Lift your heels off of the floor now, coming into a toe stand situation. You can keep your hands here, or you might keep your hands on the hips. So whatever helps you find your balance, slowly begin to bend your knees. Try to keep your shoulders in line with your hips. Again, this is about slow strength. Yeah, so slowing the movement down just increases your awareness, builds your proprioception, and really turns on the muscles that you otherwise may not even be aware of. Okay, draw your legs together, hands on your thighs. Hold for a moment, see if you can relax the shoulders and the upper body and just find complete focus and stillness in this shape. Hold for another breath. And then separate your legs. Find an awkward fold in between your legs. Relaxing your head down to the floor. You drop your bum all the way down to find a seat. Draw your left leg out in front of you. We will cross the right foot over the left leg here. So figure four shape, just as we've been doing, just in a sort of different variation. I want you to take your fingers behind you. Continue to pull your right knee forwards as much as you can, and then lengthen through your spine. So you'll notice the more that you lengthen and the more that you push the right knee away from you, the more you're going to increase that stretch through the external rotator line. Take a breath. Draw your hands to either sides of your hips, push into the hands, reverse tabletop variation in this shape. Turn on your glutes a lot, keep your chin tucked. Take a breath, really lift up through the heart and the hips. And then slowly lower your hips back down to the ground. Nice, let's take it to the other side. So first, starting with our twist. Fingers behind you, prop yourself up onto your fingers, lengthen through the spine. Pull the left knee forwards, feel into how this side feels compared to the other side. So this side is always a little bit tighter for me. That's completely normal. We're generally asymmetrical and generally have one side that's a little bit stronger or a little bit more open. All right, so let's place the hands on either side of our hips. Push into the right foot, lift the hips. Take a nice full breath. Keep lifting. Okay, and then nice and slow, let's lower the hips down to the ground. Beautiful work, guys. Uncross your legs. Walk yourself forwards if you're not already, and stretch the arms long. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale. Make your way down to the floor, slow, with control if you can. Melting head, shoulders, neck to the earth. Allow everything to soften. And then reach both of your legs into the air. Legs up the wall pose. Give your feet a bit of a point and a flex. Let's reach the arms up as well. On the end of your next breath, lower your left leg down to the floor and keep your right leg straight in the air. We're going to interlace the hands around either your calf muscle, your thigh, or your ankle. So anywhere works fine. I want you to try to keep your legs straight if possible. Okay, and if this feels a little bit too tight, just bend into your bottom leg and just plug that left foot into the ground. So the leg does not need to be right here in your face. It can be slightly further away from you. Engage through your leg. Engage through the quadricep muscles here, so pulling up through the kneecap as you simultaneously draw the leg closer towards you. So coming into an active stretch here, strengthening and lengthening at the same time, building that mobility and protection around your joint. Take another breath. All right, two options here. You can either take the left hand to the edge of the right foot if it's available to you, and we'll take it over to this side in a sort of twisted situation. Otherwise, you can bend into the knee and just find a twist. So any of those variations work. If you still have the hand to the edge of the foot and you can keep the legs straight, you are welcome to do so. So really feeling into the connective tissue across the lateral line of your thigh here. Melt the right shoulder down and take a breath. All right, when you are ready, just nice and slowly bend into the knee, bring it back into the center and give your leg a squeeze. And then send it forward. Let's take it to the other side. Left leg long. Find whatever you had on the first side. Relax head and shoulders to the ground, pull the leg closer towards you, but importantly, activate the muscles in your left leg. Take a couple of breaths, try not to hold on to your breath, which tends to happen when it gets really intense. So just continue to breathe through your nose. All right, when you're ready, find whatever variation you had on the first side. If you are keeping the leg straight, right hand meets the edge of the left foot, and you're going to take it over, otherwise bend into that knee. Take it slow and melt the left shoulder down. Feel into the stretch. See if you can relax your breathing for a couple rounds. Slowly letting go of your foot or your leg, wherever you are. Pull the left knee back into the center of the body. All right, bending into both knees. Let's draw the soles of the feet together and come into Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly. You can draw your hands on your lower belly area. Really let the shoulders soften into the ground. Closing the eyes to really draw inwards now. I'm going to start with a little bit of coherent breathing, which basically helps us down-regulate the nervous system. So we're going to breathe in on the count of 5 and exhale out on the count of 5. Really try to do this as slowly and relaxed as you can. Starting now. With each breath in, really feeling the expansion of your tummy as you fill your lungs up with air. And then as you exhale, really finding a softening, a releasing, a letting go. Try to stay present with your breath and begin to breathe deeper into your body. When you inhale, really feel the air, the prana, the life force move up and further into your lungs. And then as you exhale, soften as the belly lowers. Feel yourself relax a little bit more. Continuing on your own, finding space and expansion with every breath. Finish the round that you're on. And then very slowly you can reach the legs out in front of you, come into Shavasana, have your hands facing the sky. Relax your shoulders and your spine into the floor, close the eyes. And just let the body drop into stillness. Let your mind drop into softness. Begin to deepen your breathing. Feel the movement of your rib cage, movement of the diaphragm as you inhale and as you exhale. And then start to invite some more movement into your toes and your fingers, and find some gentle stretches to bring yourself back into the space. Taking as much time as you need. Well done if you came this far. You can roll over to one side nice and slowly and make your way up into a cross-legged seat. Let's sit up nice and tall and just draw the hands to the heart space for a moment. Let's create a little bit of heat here, just rubbing your hands together. And then exhale. Place your palms on your eyelids and feel the warmth of your hands, feel the warmth of your energy, the energy that you have just created in between your hands and in your whole body through the practice. And you can slowly draw the hands together. Namaste. Thank you guys for coming today. I hope you enjoyed this practice. Well done for coming this far. If you did enjoy, please let me know how you went in the comments below. I really enjoy all of your comments and I really try to get back to most of you. although the community is growing now, so it is a little bit difficult to get back to each and every one of you, but just know that I appreciate every single comment, and I really appreciate this community that we have built and will continue to build. So thank you for being here. Remember to subscribe, send this video on to a friend, someone who may enjoy it, and I hope you have a beautiful day.